welcome to Team Finale 2. This is our very first concert in 2021. How are you doing, Sam? Good to see you.
Good to see you too, Dura. I'm doing pretty well. I got a good night's sleep, so excellent on that front. How are you?
I would love a good night's sleep. Oh God. But hey, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, and it's a little bit weird. It's February, but today, February 12th, was also Chinese New Year. So I think it's very appropriate to say Happy New Year today. So Happy Chinese New Year.
Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, and also Valentine's Day is coming up this weekend. So tonight, to this concert, we have the theme of love. We have four songwriters this time.
That's
Isn't it right?
Yeah, we have our first songwriting team on the show.
Who are those people?
So our two solo artists are Eli Cohen and Victoria Campbell, and our team is Erin J. Reifler and Spencer Robelen.
Amazing. I cannot wait to talk to them because I know that they are presenting all different kinds of songs that they touch on different aspects of love. There are different kinds of their queer representation. There's love story between humanity and Earth. How amazing is that?
Yeah, I'm so excited to get to hear all these different kinds of love songs.
So shall we go to the interviews with them?
Yeah, let's head over to those interviews.
Amazing.
Hi, everybody. We're here with Eli Cohen. Eli, welcome to Tin Pan Alley 2. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm so happy to be here.
Well, we're so glad to have you with us, Eli. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself?
Yeah, I'm a graduate of Northwestern University. I actually graduated this past spring, and as you can see by the decor around me, I'm living the wonderful class of 2020 post-grad life of being back at home with my family. And I'm planning to move to New York, hopefully, once this is all over in August, September, and I'm really excited about that. I grew up in the suburbs of Chicago, and I write book, music, and lyrics, as well as do directing and dramaturgy work.
Ooh, that's fancy. So all three of the songs that you're presenting today are from your musical, The Chosen One. Can you tell us a little bit about the musical in 2 to 3 sentences?
Yeah, so this musical was actually part of my thesis project on queer representation in contemporary musical theater and grew out of that. The musical is about a group of high school students who are trying to navigate what it means to be a queer person in high school. And a large part of the show also takes place in a fantasy world that the main character of the show, Joey, is writing for his best friend, Eleanor.
Wow, that sounds awesome. So in my understanding, queer representation is getting more and more common in musical theater writing, which is a good thing. So in your opinions, when you tell a queer character's romantic journey in a musical, how do you avoid those problematic tropes and avoid those cliches?
Yeah, I think that something that people find really surprising is actually how infrequent queer representation can be in contemporary musical theater. I did a lot of, as I talked about moments ago, I actually did a lot of research on that during my senior year of college. And it was disappointing, but also encouraging to see the trends that are happening now where we have more of that representation. I think a large part of what's so important, and particularly romantic representation of queer characters, is taking queer characters' journeys seriously and taking them not just as sort of this perfect, whole, amazing thing that defines someone's life, nor as this, terrible tragedy that is, the end of days and no one can ever recover from this. I think that there's this tendency to lean into one of those two dualities. And it's queer people, like everyone else, are human beings who have, multitudes of experiences, and those two things are not mutually exclusive. And that's something that was so important to me in crafting the storylines in this show, is treating these young queer people as full human beings, which is even harder when they're young people, which I think, musical theater is often quick to dismiss the seriousness of young people's emotions, when I think that having young people in musical theater is so wonderful, because when you are that age, that is how everything feels. Everything feels like you're about to burst into song to express your emotions. And one of the songs that is being presented is Scared, which is, I very much wrote, I'm like, what is a song that me at 16 wanted to hear a queer character on stage sing? And so a lot of writing that song was about it's a really mature song. It's someone who's using techniques that uses a lot of I feel statements, which is a really popular technique in therapy to help young people, teenagers, work through their emotions in a like step-by-step and logical way. And so it's clearly by a song that is being sung by people who have had that experience and have had these experiences where they're like, have gone to therapy, have dealt with things in their lives that have not been simple or easy, but who also are, prepared and ready to move forward in their lives and taking their maturity seriously and taking this moment where they're like, it's called scared because it's terrifying. It's terrifying to take that step and really make that part of your identity real. But they do because that's what they want and they're so excited to do it. And then Damage Control, which is another love song, which takes place in the fantasy world, actually immediately after the chronology of the show, is written by Joey, really expressing the queer joy that he feels at this moment and just this absolute exuberance that he has at finding this new relationship, finding this fresh new love. And so he just writes this fun, exciting song for these two characters to sing for each other. And it's just supposed to be this fun moment for the audience to, bop around and have fun with these two beautiful women who are singing this song to each other. And also the third song, Anything, is actually a song about a romantic character, which is really difficult to fit into the paradigm of musical theater, which is an art form that is so focused on romantic relationships. I mean, there are many people who believe that you cannot have a musical if it is not structured around a romantic relationship. And so one of the challenges that I set out to do for this musical is structuring the musical around Joey and Eleanor's friendship, because of the importance of that there are people who do not prioritize romantic relationships, people who have no interest or do not experience romantic relationships. And that is an equally valid experience to have as a human being and does not make someone lesser in any way. And Anything is a song where Eleanor is being asked by Joey to go on a double date because, he's a stupid teenage boy who did a stupid teenage boy thing, as, all stupid teenage boys have done in the past. And it's this really difficult moment of her entire identity pretty much being invalidated by this thing her friend did, but also her having to sort of accept that as part of her experience. And one of the things I think is so wonderful about the show is basically watching her growth to being able to say, no, that's not something I'm willing to take from you. Like, you are my friend, and being my friend means respecting my identity at all times. And even if you do something stupid, you then have to accept you do something stupid and own up to it. So I think that that's also a really great song to include in a series about love songs, because it is a love song. It's about her friendship love for Joey, but it's also about her desire not to have a romantic relationship and her difficulty of reconciling that with her relationship with, her dumb teenage boyfriend who did dumb teenage boy things.
Yeah, absolutely. I love hearing all that. And I can't wait to hear these songs now. I'm so excited. If after the concert we want to hear more of your work, where can we hear it?
Yeah, people can go to my website, which is eliseancohen.com, ELISEANCOHEN.com, and they can check out more of my work there. There's also a contact form if anyone's interested in reaching out and reading more of the script or hearing even more demos.
Wow, that sounds amazing. So without further ado, let's go to a song. So thank you again, Eli, for speaking with us today.
Thank you both so much, and thank you to everyone for tuning in today.
I said something.
Joey,
Please. Will you do it?
so you told them I would go on a date? See, that's so dumb that I'd believe you were straight. Is it ridiculous to think you might say I'm aromantic? No, that would mean that you aren't a dick. Or at the very least not dumb as a brick, but now you've dragged me into the fray. It's, oh, dearest Eleanor, please do this for me. But no, queerest Eleanor doesn't want romance, you see. When I offered anything, I thought you'd want my kidney or my brain. But no, when I said anything, you went and found the one thing more insane.
Look, it's just one date. Anything could happen. It'll be fun.
So now they're thinking that I said I agreed. So now I either run away or mislead. I know on Friday I can tell them I got the flu, I'm puking. But on the other hand, that's pretty cliche. And they might understand because they're pretty gay. Or maybe they just won't have a clue. Then, oh, snarling Eleanor might rip off their head. But no, darling Eleanor might take out old Joe instead. You say it could be anything. Anything, one date is just the start. But what's the chance of anything? I'd say it's 1-to-1, I break their heart. Why can't you seem to comprehend? I don't want a romantic partner, please just be a better friend. The truth is I'd do anything, anything, and sure it's kind of bland. But why would I do anything? The hope of having someone understand. But still I worry that they won't. But hey, you've proved to me you don't, because you've gone and dragged me into this whole mess. No, I promise I can't wait. I know I'll be there right at 8, so I can sit and be a smiling ball of stress. But hey, it could be anything, and you already knew that I'd say
It would mean so much. Please?
yes.
Yes?
Yes!
A lot of times I feel empty. A lot of times I feel alone. A lot of times I feel like everybody looks the other way. Most of the time I feel restless. But that's more all the time with you. And that's the only time that I'm not mad at me for being different. It's not 'cause I'm gay, I know no one gives a shit. But every day I'm fighting to find somewhere that I fit. And I'm standing here with you, and I don't know what to tell you. But I feel like I'm falling, and I don't like how it feels. I'm scared of everything and everyone. I'm scared of letting people in. And I'm scared of you, 'cause I'm saying all these words. You probably think that I'm some freak, and I can't stop.
A lot of times I feel pointless. A lot of times I feel small. A lot of times I feel like screaming just to know I'll make a sound. Most of the time I feel helpless. But lately I have found a voice. And it took till now to realize that all the times I felt that way were when you were around. I like that you're weird and the way you don't quite fit. I like how you fight all the heart, all the grit. And I'm standing here with you, and I don't know what to tell you, but I feel like I'm flying, and I like the way it feels. I'm scared, I've never kissed a boy before. I'm scared, but not when I'm with you. Still I'm scared of you, 'cause I know that makes it real, and when it happens I can never take it back.
I think together we're invincible.
I think together we can't fail. I think I could do anything. I swear I could do anything. I know I could do anything. I'm scared, I feel like I'm flying. I'm scared, I'll never touch the ground. I'm scared of everyone else, 'cause they'll never see us coming. I'm scared because I've never felt this way. I'm scared 'cause this is something good. And I'm scared of you because all the ways that this could go wrong. But in your arms, I can't be scared. With you, I feel strong.
You almost got us killed.
You think that I'm to blame?
I thought that you were skilled.
I guess I could say the same.
You think you know the best, that the rest of us forgot the gold. You don't know how to lead, you only know how to bleed. So I guess I'm stuck on damage control.
You act like we can fail, like things will all be fine.
I act like we'll prevail.
Well, that would be divine. But we won't get through unscathed, 'cause the journey's gonna take its toll. You're just here for the sport, but I'm here for the court. I'll get back to doing damage control.
Oh,
I have a feeling that you're turning up the heat on me, but I'll prove to you I'll keep burning brighter. Yeah, you'll see.
you think you've got it made.
You know the winning battle.
I think you're just afraid.
You can't defeat the threat. Why do you make me feel like some anxious hormonal trial? You think you're the best, put that word to the test. I guess we're doing damage. We're doing damage. We're doing damage. We're doing damage control.
Hello, everyone. We're so excited to have Victoria Campbell here. Hi, Victoria. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thank you.
Good.
It's so nice to meet you. Victoria, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, so my name is Victoria Campbell, but I go by Vicky, and I am the sole creator of Treason, an eco-musical. I'm actually an industrial organizational psychologist by trade, but I've always been involved in music in one way or another my whole life, just as a hobby, and mainly from a performance perspective. I knew I always wanted to revisit the musical side of me, but never would have predicted that I would create my own original music. So now I consider myself an emerging playwright, composer, lyricist, singer slash songwriter.
Wow, that sounds fantastic. Oh my God, your background is blowing my mind. So, Victoria, can you tell us a little bit more about like what inspired you to write this musical Treason?
Yeah, so the inspiration for Treason was really the perfect storm of three things happening. So first, I'm from Seattle, Washington, and have lived in Europe since July 2019. And because of the pandemic, I have not been able to travel home. Second, I have a lot of free time on my hands as I wasn't working or distracted with travel or social things. And lastly, during the early days of the pandemic, I was really ultimately able to finally see like how much of a negative impact human activity has on the planet. Pollution was declining as a result of lockdown, and I realized that Earth had a moment to heal. So it was really kind of this rare combination of my missing home, missing the beautiful Pacific Northwest landscape and reflecting on that, having the time to reflect, and my personal realization that I wanted to inspire people to act, which is really the message of the show, to inspire people to act, to be better stewards of the environment.
That's beautiful. I love that. And speaking of love, you say that your musical is a love story between humanity and the earth, which is so intriguing. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, definitely. So Treason on the surface is a love story between two humans, first and foremost, between two people named Ash and Tara, who are complete opposites. Ash works for a logging company who's destroying old growth forests, and Tara is an environmental activist trying to stop this company. Of course, they meet, and Ash is intrigued by her, he's smitten, and he starts to question his legacy and the mark he wants to leave on the world. He's torn because his company isn't completely all bad. I mean, they provide jobs for people, they're boosting the local economy, but he's realizing that maybe in the long run, it's not so good for the collective. And so Ash represents humanity. He represents all of us just trying to do good in this world. You know, we're faced with different decisions that can either benefit us all as individuals, or maybe benefit a group in the short term, or maybe benefit the greater good in the future. And so Ash represents humanity, and Terra, T-E-R-R-A, represents Earth. And so this really is a love story between us and the world. And it's really a story about the choice that we each can make to sit back and watch the world burn, or to play our parts in loving the planet.
Fantastic. I am so invested. So where can we find more about this show or some other works of yours online?
Yeah, so it's really exciting. We have our original cast recording album now online. You can stream all 19 songs, 65 minutes of the music on all digital platforms. People could also check us out on social media at Treason Musical, that's Treeson Musical on all social media platforms, or they can go to the website treasonmusical.com.
Oh, I'm so excited. All right, I can't wait to share these songs. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get to those songs.
Thank you so much for having us. Can't wait for you to hear it.
The trail you walk is soft beneath your feet. The winds that blow comes rustling in the leaves. An uphill hike that weaves within the trees, until you reach the peak and find your peace. Up here the heights make you feel so alone. Your hands grip tight against the granite stone, traversing up, exploring parts unknown. Yet as you climb, it's like a second home. Mother, 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 I'm so sorry. I'm just like every other foolish child. I don't have any other words to say. I hope I'm not too late to make things right. But things are changing before our eyes. We must act now or reach our demise. Our forests are burning, our glaciers gone, our oceans dirty. What have we done? Our mountaintops majestic all around. Your snowy caps and glacial fields astound. A downhill ride, adrenaline abounds. until you land again on solid ground. The ocean deep is silent in your ears. The waves that crash you cannot even hear. A quiet dive was something you once feared, until you took a leap into the clear. But things are changing before our eyes. We must act now or reach our demise. Our forests are burning, our glaciers gone, our oceans dirty. What have we done? Mother, 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 I'm so sorry. I'm just like every other foolish child. I don't have any other words to say. I hope I'm not too late to make things right. Mother, 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 I'm so sorry. I'm just like every other foolish child. I don't have any other words to say. I hope I'm not too late to make things right. I hope I'm not too late to make things right. When we were babies in the 80s, Mom and Dad gave us the love. When we were toddlers, scared to wander, Mom and Dad gave us a shove.
When we were young and acted dumb, Mom and Dad put us in place. When we got older and were bolder, Mom and Dad gave us some space.
When we were teens and being mean, Mom and Dad still acted nice. As adults in need of consult, Mom and Dad gave us advice.
Now we're grown, live on our own. Mom and Dad have different views. We consider all opinions, but Mom and Dad just pick and choose.
Isn't it odd how tables have turned? It seems that we're the parents.
Isn't it strange that roles are reversed? We're acting like the parents.
What are they doing? It's so confusing when they don't act like parents.
It's not amusing, all this polluting. They need to act like parents.
When we were little, life was simple. Mom and Dad, they seemed so smart. They answered questions, gave us lessons. Now they treat science as an art.
We went to school, gained lots of tools, like how to critically think. We stayed ahead, we're not misled. Now Mom and Dad are out of sync.
It's up to us, the new adults. Mom and Dad have lots to learn to spread the message of the wreckage that's been done to planet Earth.
They've left a mess, now they've regressed. Mom and Dad, their generation, no use in blaming or public shaming. Mom and Dad need education.
Isn't it odd how tables have turned? It seems that we're the parents.
Isn't it strange that roles have reversed? We're acting like the parents.
What are they doing? It's so confusing when they don't act like parents.
It's not amusing, all this polluting. They need to act like parents.
So what if we don't agree? What if we can't make them see? What if we just can't align on these issues that matter to you and to me? Who cares who's wrong and who's right? Something just aren't black or white. Is it really worth all the stress and the trauma just to win a fight? Through it all, we must recall, Mom and Dad have good intentions. We can agree to disagree and still have a true connection.
In the end, we must savor every moment. Life's too short for such discord, even when you're raising parents. Life's too short for such discord, they were still our loving parents. Looking around, you think seem fine. Many mountains left to climb. Looking around, you think seem good, but Earth is so misunderstood. I wish that folks would take a stand, step up, do something, lend a hand. Invested all my time and heart. Now others need to play their part. Right now, some way, somehow, I need you to take over my final bow. I need you to take over. I've walked the same old path before, a million times it seems or more. I've hiked these hills so frequently, so hard at first, now easily. I wish I had a bit more time, a few more seasons would be fine. If I had known what was to be, would I have done things differently? Right now, some way, somehow, I need you to take over my final bow. I need you to take over. I feel like crying when I think of it. I feel lying to deny. I won't stop trying till I give my all. Dying's not an option today. I want to give my younger self a crystal ball that knows me well, that tells me what my future holds, so I would know I won't grow old. Now I know my time has come. No more trips around the sun. I wish that I could stick around to see things change. Maybe rebound. Right now, I'm crying out. I'm not getting any stronger. Right now, the beats so loud, but I won't be here for much longer. Right now, some way, somehow, I need you to take over. Right now, my final bow. I need you to take over. Right some way, somehow.
Hey everybody, we're here with Erin J. Reifler and Spencer Robelen. We are so excited to have you both here today. How are you doing?
Good. We're so excited to be here.
Yes, we are. Thanks so much for having us.
It's our pleasure, of course. So, Erin and Spencer, can you tell us more about yourself?
Yeah, totally. So I'm Erin. I'm the lyricist of these songs. And I'll let Spencer introduce himself.
Yeah, I'm Spencer. I'm the composer of these songs.
And we met at NYU doing, graduate musical theater writing program. And yeah, it's been great. We both have a background in lyric writing and music writing, which is really fun part of our collaboration.
Yeah, that about sums it up. We were fortunate enough to meet at NYU and work on a thesis musical together. And we've stayed in touch and have just been reworking a lot of the songs that were in that show and sending them out and seeing what they can grow into.
And you guys are actually our very first songwriting team that we've ever had on Tin Pan Alley 2. So could you tell us a little bit more about your collaboration? I know you said you wrote a thesis together, and what really draws you two to each other? What makes you want to write together?
Yeah, I think it's, that's a great question, just like on all the fronts. And it's kind of weird because you're like, I don't even know. It's just like fun. But I think, I remember the first time we wrote together. We actually hadn't met each other yet. It was all like remotely, but the first time we were in a room together, I remember Spencer, I think we just took a random guitar that was in the lobby, and I was working at the front desk at NYU. And Spencer and I were just sort of sitting there like, so what do we want to do? And he just sort of started like strumming a little bit on the guitar and was like, here's a hook for a song. And it's not one of the ones you're hearing today, but and then I was like, oh yeah, let's do that. So I feel like what draws me at least to Spencer, I'll let you answer for yourself, but it's just like the handing off of ideas and how like fluid it can be. And I feel like we can write both music first and lyric first, and it's kind of like whoever gets the mood first, which is really fun.
Yeah, that feels accurate to me too. I think Erin and I enjoy working together because I think we're very good at exchanging ideas and also not not being afraid of hurting each other's feelings either if one of us feels something isn't working. Like I think we both care about the work we're doing and we both want the work to be the best it can be, and we aren't afraid to be honest with each other. And what I also love about working with Erin personally is that Erin is really good at pulling different people together for projects, pulling people from different parts of her life. And by working with Erin, I've gotten to meet a lot of really talented people who I never would have met otherwise. And Erin's very good at pushing me out of my comfort zone and being able to share our work in places that I never thought we could before. So I think it's great that we kind of push each other to do better than we normally would by ourselves.
Awesome. Great.
Yeah. Agreed.
This concert has the theme of love. So my question is, how do you approach love in songwriting?
Yeah, that's a great question, especially because love is something that's been explored a lot in songwriting, right? It's something that's like, every other song is about love. And so I think one of the things that I've really appreciated about what we've explored is like love in relation to mental health. And like the weirder parts of love, the like frustrating parts of love, the messy parts of love, the like, but then also the different things of like just like friendship of part of love, and like how like that's something that's not explored, is like how it can make you feel, like whether it's a romantic love or it's a friendship kind of love, or if it's some weird combination of the both that you're not quite sure about. The ways that that's exciting as opposed to like and how that makes you feel as opposed to just like I'm in love. And I think that's been really fun, and especially I think reflects in the 3 songs that you're about to hear.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that, like Erin said, it's very easy if you're writing about love for it to be very cliche. And I think sometimes what helps us is to think about, the different types of love and the different way that people show love and the different way that people perceive love. And sometimes it's easier to write a love song by not talking about love, by talking about everything else around that emotion. So I think that's how we approach it.
Yeah, we're very good about talking around things.
Yeah, because I think people in general tend to talk around things a lot, so I think that helps like things feel very honest.
Yeah, I love that. That definitely makes sense to me. After this concert, if people want to go hear more of your work, where can they hear it?
They can hear it a lot of different places. So we have a 10 Glow account under Reifler and Robelen, and people can check out our most recent release on 10 Glow and YouTube. I think they're on my YouTube if you just look Erin J. Reifler, but and then Instagram as well. We have some stuff, and my website is www.erinjreifler.com. And then Spencer also has a website.
Yeah, you can hear both of our work on our separate websites. We're currently working on kind of like creating a third entity that is both of our works together. But yeah, like Erin said, her website as well as my website, which is spencerrobelen.com, as well as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, 10 Glow, like all that good stuff. And yeah, if you just search the two of us on YouTube, some fun stuff will come up of some past performances we've been really fortunate enough to have in the past 2 years.
Wonderful. I would definitely check out your websites. So without further ado, let's go to the songs. Thank you so much. Thank you again for joining us today, Erin and Spencer.
Thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Of course, she always leaves me wanting more. She asked me for some air and I showed her the door. Of course she always leaves me wanting more. Can we really go back to what we had before? Every time her name is spoken, I am broken into pieces, waiting for her by that phone. How did I end up here? I don't want to end up alone. She always leaves me wanting more. I'm finding all the little things are harder to ignore. Of course she always leaves me wanting more. How many excuses am I ready to fall for? Every trip feels like a tumble and I'm crumbling to pieces, each with a mind of their own. How did I end up here? Started a war. Of course she always leaves me wanting more. Yet the more I love, the more it feels like a chore. As time starts to rush, I am crushed into pieces, knowing things I wish I had known. How did I end up here? I don't want to end up alone. A girl who loved the moon. She'd sit and watch him whistle and croon, but the moon felt too far, and so the girl found another star. There was a girl who loved the sun. She basked in her rays till day was done, but then the light began to scar, and so the girl lost another star.
stars above. Between the planets she lost her way. And that's why the girl is here today, hoping you'd hear and then appear, my love, my star,
What's the best part you remember of being a kid? Mine was running round, doing things my mama forbid. She said if I climbed a tree, I'd end up scraping my knee. And I thought, so what if I did? Now after all these years, I have taken to grow. I know so many things my mama'd never want me to know. Yet everything I do, I always think it through. I wish I could do like I did long ago. I miss feeling weightless, like a kid in the dirt, staring up at the sky. Weightless, not scared of getting hurt every time I try. But the weight of every day makes me want to run away. Not weightless here tonight.
So why are you here, standing next to me so still? If you wanna run away, then run down that hill. Spread your arms out wide. Gravity is your guide, and don't stop until you feel weightless. The wind in your hair, frost kiss in your cheek. Weightless, run without a care till your limbs go weak. If you think it's a mistake, let it be the one you make. Be weightless with me.
Show me a way to be naive.
You know we just have to believe that slowly we will take flight.
Here tonight,
here tonight, we're weightless, doing what feels right because it feels so wrong. Weightless, screaming into the night that I know I'm strong. Let go of the when and the why and the how. I wanna live in the moment now, weightless with you tonight. Try feeling weightless, give up our control to enjoy what we've got. Weightless, feeling you in my soul and giving this a shot. Let ourselves be free, together we can be weightless with you tonight. Weightless with you tonight.
That's our show for tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Thank you so much. Our next concert will be in April. Next time we will have 3 international artists coming in. We're so excited.
We are, and in the meantime, please stay safe, be healthy, and we'll see you in April.
Don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel. Oh my God, let's
We'll
do
try it
again.
again.